Welcome to The Release Show. I'm your host, Brittany Sconyers. Today is January the 2nd, and we have Carmena Ayo-Davies on the show for today. And Happy New Year! She is an author, marketing guru, and publicist. She is the owner of 3BG Marketing Solutions and Private Jet Crew. Let's welcome Carmena.
Hi, Brittany. Thanks for having me. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. So let's jump right into it. 2020 was a year that will be talked about for many years to come. It came with a lot of pain for many, and it was also life-changing. How did 2020 impact you and your businesses?
2020 impacted me in ways where I am blessed. I know a lot of people went through a lot. So yes. I just have to thank God for, giving me direction and having the smarts where we were able to scale up our business. And we had a lot of clients that did business in China. And, most of those factories started selling PPE and et cetera. So they reached out to us and asked, did we want to sell PPE? And with PR, I gained a lot of contacts over the years. So we were able to sell like a mask, gloves, and, just PPE stuff to hospitals, nursing homes. So we were blessing that way. And as we continue to, thrive in that industry, others reached out to us as well to continue to do PR for them, gaining exposure, write-ups in magazine and et cetera. So, God has been good. I know a lot of people were fortunate this year, but I would say, I am very grateful that we were able to survive and continue.
I'm so happy to hear that. Continued blessings to you in 2021.
Thank you. Multiplication. That's what we're having.
That's right. You are the owner of 3BG Marketing Solutions. Please tell me what inspired you to start your own marketing company.
I wanted to. PR fell in my lap. Marketing was always my thing. I went to school for business, and I'm extremely creative and I'm full of ideas. So it was only right to be in this lane. When you're in marketing, it kind of marries advertising and public relations. So PR just kind of fell into my lap, and most will say I have the gift of the gab, and I'm really good at talking and listening and telling stories. So that I became extremely great at, public relations.
Okay, so starting a business takes a lot of work and dedication. How did you manage to build your empire?
A lot of work and a lot of dedication, a lot of faith, a village support system. I started my business, like, most people, I tell people, intern because you don't want to be like me. I kind of started my business and learned on the job and made a lot of mistakes, which I learned from. So I think if you intern, you can probably escape a lot of these issues that I didn't know coming up. But being a brown girl in marketing and public relations, I feel like sometimes it's really hard for people to make wave in that industry under these bigger PR and marketing firms. Most times I think you can kind of blaze your own trail when you become an entrepreneur, or freelancer. So that's the road I took.
You have worked with top brands like Louboutin, Fendi, Vitamin Water, and many more. How did you get connected to those big brands? What kind of work did you do for them?
I got connected because of the clientele that I have. I work a lot with like athletes, work with some actors and et cetera. and worked with athlete wives in the New York area as well as like the Philadelphia area. And, everyone knows a girl loves, a pair of red bottoms, Christian Louboutin, of course. And over the years gained contact through networking in the New York market. And I was asked by them to create an event based around these athlete wives. So I did a few of those. So that's how I got into that. Same thing with Fendi. I did an event for Fendi on Fifth Avenue again, because they knew word was getting around that. I think when I did Christian Louboutin, we did like 30,000 in 15 minutes, and that wasn't even the day's tally. So, everyone's like, well, who's this girl that can get these girls together that can shop? So they wanted to start creating all these, wanted me to create these shopping events with them and my database. So that's how I got it.
Well, congrats on that.
Thank you.
A lot of people who own their own business, including myself, have a hard time with marketing. What are some great tips to help those who need a little guidance on how to market their company?
Well, I have a book that really tells and discusses a lot of those things as far as how to market yourself on a smaller scale if you don't have these big budgets. The name of my book is Publicity on a Budget. If you go on my website, 3bgmarketingsolutions.com, you can purchase the book, or you can go on my Instagram page. The link is in my bio. I say this. Social media is an awesome way to market yourself right now. And if you are in a small town and you have whoever is popular, it doesn't have to be the Kim Kardashians or Halle Berry, big popular girls. If someone is in town and it's a popular person, whether it's a local promoter or a girl, there's always the pretty girl that's hot, everyone knows of. You kind of barter with those type of people, kind of give them something for free. In exchange, they talk about your business. And if they don't want to barter, pay them. And, they're local, so they're not going to cost you as much as these bigger names will cost you. And if you wanted to even go even bigger, then you reach out to these influencers and et cetera. All these people are looking, influencers especially, this is how they make an income. So they're looking for brands and businesses to reach out to them. Right now, before, you remember we used to do like radio ads for marketing. Right now, radio is not really resonating well compared to how these influencers. So I say, use your phone. Social media is the key. Doing targeted ads, making sure you're targeting people, creating lookalike audiences, just using what you have really to scale your business. And I think those are ways to market your business at this time. And of course, public relations kind of co-signs all these things that, when you put all your map into place, as I call it, that's a map. When you have all your marketing, advertising, and public relations in place, MAP, you get your public relations now, do a write-up, local media, radio station, let them talk about you, reach out to local DJs and et cetera, and that's how you can market your business.
Thank you so much for that information. You are also our owner of the company Private Jet Crew. Please let me know a little bit about this company.
What Private Jet Crew is, if you want a private jet to go to an island, Los Angeles, whatever it may be, you can get a private jet from us and we can arrange for you to travel private.
So what inspired you to start that company?
One of my clients, Mark, I'm calling him Mark Premier. That's back in the day. Mark McNeil, he owns Vomos, which services private jet services to a lot of big names. He started the business with prom rental cars and the guys when they wanted to do the Bentleys and etc. And he has grown into renting out luxury homes and islands as well as the private jet. So he has Vomos, and he is always looking for people to come up, create their own thing and get
Mhm.
business from him. I actually recently got him an article in Forbes, so shout out to him. So that's how this all came into play.
That's great. I see you're making all these great connections and continuously building this empire that you have,
Thank
which
you.
is great.
Thank you so much. Yes, that's all about adding streams of income. That's what life is about, and that's why we're all here. Yes.
Yes. In business, we all face challenges as entrepreneurs. Please let me know about one of your biggest challenges and what did you do to get through it?
Some of the challenges you face when you are a brown girl that start a business and a PR business is, the media. Majority of the media is controlled by, white America. And sometimes, I've been grateful over the years to form great relationships with the media. But when you have to prove yourself. And I felt like I had to prove myself 10 times, my colleagues who were white. So yes, those are the hard, just being this brown girl by herself with this company and making way for her. And God blessed me with clients, big name clients such as Michael Vick and etc. So with all those names, I worked with Darren Sproles, Raheem Brock, like athletes that were, I worked with Vivica Fox Hairline, her hair company, getting them PR. So I was able to kick down the door. It's like, yeah, you didn't want to look at me or pay attention. I made them look. So it's, I'm not, if you're not letting me through the door, I'm coming through the roof, I'm coming through the basement, but I'm coming in.
That's right. You recently became an author. The title of your book is Publicity on a Budget. How did you come up with this title and what should readers gain from this?
Well, you see, I put my work in. I've paid my dues. So when people come to me, they will say, sometimes small businesses, they come like, oh, what's your rate? When I tell them my rate, they're like, ooh, we can't afford that at this time. But I didn't want to be that person, So I wanted to create different levels of people that can work with me because I think our business has something great to offer. So, I decided, how about I do a book about if you don't want to use me, do it yourself. So that's how this became PR on a Budget. So it's teaching businesses how, and if you're upcoming publicists, teaching you how to gain exposure, how to get brand recognition for and create brand awareness for whatever it is, whether it's your product or you working with a brand. So that's what the book is about.
Great. So I want to go back to clients that you've worked with. You mentioned Michael Vick, Vivica Fox, and other top names. How was it like working with them?
Great. Mike is awesome. I worked with the Vivica Fox hairline, which is of course, is the face of that hairline. She was awesome. I worked with her with another client who used her for their stage play. And that was awesome. I worked with her for True to the Game as well. I did their premiere here in Philly. So she's like a down chick, I would say. She's awesome, approachable. You can talk to them. So that has been awesome. With Mike is like a brother to me. His wife is one of my best friends now, just working with them over the years. It all has grown, so I have been blessed to work with good people who continue to refer me to other people.
That is so good. Do you have a mentor?
No, I never did. No, I don't. No.
I never had a mentor either, right? And I had someone else on the show last year, and she mentioned that it's like really important to have mentors. And I'm one of those type of people, it's like, I want things this way, and bringing somebody else in, I feel like sometimes will like make you change things and maybe you didn't want to change it. But, I'm going to try a mentor out for like 2 months just to see if like I grow or I kind of stay in the same lane, you know. I want to try it out just to see, but it's cool that you haven't had a mentor, but I know you've had support around you to help you get to the level that you're
at. A lot of support. And I have a very strong faith in God as well.
Yes,
so,
me too.
Extremely spiritual, strong faith in God, where I feel like, you know, he guides my footsteps. And I ask for, you know, divine intervention, and, you know, I'm very, you know, connected. But as far as would I like a mentor, I would love somebody like Oprah or something to mentor.
Wouldn't we both?
You know, someone like that, or Robin Roberts from like Good Morning America.
Yes.
But, you know,
that's another one.
I'm not saying, you know, they're great other people there, but it's just, you know, the things that I would like to do are in different areas in life. I've produced a TV show, sold TV shows. So, you know, so my mentor would have to be someone that is a serial entrepreneur. Diddy will be a good mentor for me.
Yes, for sure.
I would, you know, so typically someone would be like, oh, get a mentor in PR. I feel like I'm bigger in PR. I always tell the people coming under me that, listen, PR is a great way to gain connections, but you have to create those lanes outside of public relations to gain wealth or to make money. Yes, we make good money doing PR, but on a larger scale, these clients are only temporary in PR. It's always a revolving door. So you have to create these other industries and avenues through these contacts you make through PR to make more money, to scale up your business.
So is there any more advice you'd like to give our viewers?
Stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. Do not give up. Stay on it. Even when it seems like you're being disappointed or doors are closing, go back to the drawing board, switch some things up, but do not let up. Stay consistent. Stay on it. You know, it's hard, I know, because we all go through it. Even with myself, it's like, you know, new levels, new devils. Like, you just have to keep working through it, you know, pray, you know, be prayerful, you know. I fast, you know, I go on my 24-hour fast when things, you know, my sister, I would say my sister is my prayer advisor for me and for my friends and I, and, you know, I just keep at it and just keep moving forward. And, you know, I'm always here for people too. It's not always about money with me. So it's like, if someone just wants quick advice or whatever, I open myself to that, because, you know, I like to sow seeds in other people as well.
Yes. And consistency is hard sometimes. You know, when you get that no, you want to give up, but you got to keep pushing forward and just be consistent and know that your dream will come to fruition if you just stay focused. So that is true. Consistency is key.
Yes, it is.
Please let everyone know how they can purchase your book and connect with you on social media.
To purchase my book, you can get my book through my website, www.3bgmarketingsolutions.com. You can get the book on Amazon, and if you're on social media, you can go on Carmena Kisses, and the link is in the bio, or my business page as well, at 3BG Marketing, and that's the number 3 B boy girl marketing.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Carmena. I've enjoyed you, and have a great new year, and stay focused, like you said, and consistent with your dreams and what you have going on in your life. And don't let anything distract you, because, girl, you are amazing, and I love what you're doing, okay? I love to see my Black girls rock, and you are rocking it out.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for sharing your Black Girl Magic platform with me as well. And just, you know, God bless you, and I hope you continue to grow as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning into the Release Show. See you next time.